so the next session that is coming up is, yes, the stage has to be set for the 3 chairs. Rocking it again, media relation content creator from Fame Media. Can we have a big round of applause for him joining on the stage? And our pretty girl joining back again, Villamor, content creator, marketer, BaYe. All right, so she'll be catching up, so you both can start in the meanwhile.
Hello, everyone. So before we start with our topic, I'd like to introduce myself once again. I am Srimayee Sen Sarma. I'm a freelance writer. I've been working in this industry for 14 years, and I have, in the short while, I've written for print media as well as online media. And I have worked with many big companies and small company startups, and I have worked for different industries. So, yeah, over to you.
Okay, again, my name is Fawaz Meor. I'm the guy that prefer you guys not pay Facebook or TikTok ads, but pay me instead. That's it.
Hi, hello again, it's me. I am Villamor. I've been doing video content since 2021 with my sister via our channel, BaYe TV channel. And I've been in marketing industry for over 15 years. And for our content, in BaYe TV, we aim to give our audience a content that will add savings for them and then give them a piece of knowledge and an ounce of happiness. Yeah.
Okay, so to start, our topic is future of content quality and UX, a global scenario. So as my experience is completely in written content, I'll talk about written content only. So before I go into the future, I'd like to talk about when I started 14 years back. So content was in its infancy, like written content, online, for online. So when I started, I used to write for the search engines more than the readers. So it was all about keywords, and there was rarely any content in the content, truly speaking. So it was more about keywords. So UX was blatantly disregarded back then. Then, as the search engines began to evolve, so did content. But content UX in content was still all about structure, the design, and the readability and information. But then the revolution came in the form of smartphones and apps. People started reading content on the go, consuming content on the go. So it had to be a lot more direct, a lot more targeted, a lot more precise, and bite-sized, because you're reading on the go. You don't have the time to read long-form content. And UX became more relevant, more important, because there was cross-platform transition of content. So accessibility, shareability, and readability was a problem. So UX took center stage then. And now, again, another revolution is in the form of generative AI. But you can see it as a challenge or as an opportunity. I like to think it as an opportunity because I see in the future content quality improving because of the UX. Content quality and UX improving because of the AI. I believe that there was a lot of hullabaloo, if you know what I mean, like when generative AI, ChatGPT came into being. People like me, like content creators, written content creators, we thought like our jobs will be taken up by generative AI. I never believed it because I think generative AI can be a great assistant for good writers. So generative AI or ChatGPT, like any form of generative AI can help us content creators to make UX improve UX for our content. It can improve visibility for our content because it can give us the feedback of what the audience is looking for. I can give you an example, like when you reach out, suppose on LinkedIn, you're reaching out to a person as a cold messaging to sell your services. Many people are now using generative AI to create the message. What's happening is the personal touch is missing. So you can have that, or you can, the person you are reaching out to, you can research about them and find out their pinpoint and use that prompt in the ChatGPT or generative AI to create a message that is personalized. So which do you think this person I'm reaching out to will appeal more of these two? Just a message that I've generated through AI, or after researching the pain point and then generating the message with the prompt? So I think AI can help us improve AI UX in the future. So yeah, that is my take on the topic.
Yes, thank you, Sri. Okay, regarding the topic, I think the world globally are pushing content creators to be more genuine and more proactive in terms of creating content. And one of the things that it is really important in creating content, for example, if you guys watch Game of Thrones, Queen Gambit, all the series, there's always a shock value at the end of that particular episode. So in creating short content like 10-second or even 60-second content, you need to have the shock value. And then it is because people retention is getting shorter and shorter, but still do not leave the longer videos. And I think that's it. It is really important. The shock value is very important to gain people, to maintain audience retention. That's my thought on the topic.
Okay, for me, as we navigate through the ever-evolving landscape of content creation, we can see the trend that users now doesn't only want to be viewers, but they want to be involved in the content that we are creating. Before, I think at present, content creation is more of an educational and entertaining tool for most of the viewers. So you can engage your viewers by entertaining them and educating them. But I think the future is going towards engaging also the viewers. So the future is not only making the content educational and entertaining, but also engaging towards our viewers. As content evolves, our users want to be involved. And for us content creators, the challenge is to make content that is fast, familiar, and flexible. So what do I mean by fast? Fast in a sense that because as technology also evolves, like we have this generative AI, and all those technologies that some of our speakers talked about a while ago, we have technology that we can use hand in hand to create content. Correct? Do you agree with me? Can you raise your hands? Who agrees with me? That this generative AI can also help us create fast content. Thank you very much, Gina. Okay. And at the same time, we must have the content readily available for our target audience. Familiar, okay, so that is fast. familiar is, as content creators with expertise on our niche, we must be familiar with our target audiences. Like what I mentioned during our past session, we must know our audience. We must walk in the shoes of our target audience, our viewers. Where are they in their journey? So what I'm saying is, like, for example, in our video content, we started creating content on accommodation, giving reviews of accommodation. Then it evolved into what are these, so we established our niche. Our viewers became those who are travel enthusiasts. So what are the needs of these travel enthusiasts? As we open up during the lockdown of the pandemic, we realized that what our audience needs is not only a review of the accommodation, of the video of the review of the accommodation that we feature. How will they get to the place where we are at? Like, for example, I am from Philippines and we would need visa. So how are we going, how do my audience go to the place that I am at? So it's more of how to apply visa or how to gain points for the hotel accommodation that I'm featuring, something like that. So it's more of like walking their shoes, so as content creators, we have the responsibility to be familiar with our target audience. And another thing is flexible. So what do we have so far? We have fast. The challenge is to be fast, familiar, and the third that I can share is to be flexible. Flexible in the sense that, okay, like for most of the content creators, they start with one platform. Like, for example, Srimayee here starts as a blogger. So if I am a content creator that starts with written content, I can be flexible by repurposing my content. Repurposing meaning, like, if I have been doing blogging, written content, I can, in a sense, repurpose my content into bite-sized content in the form of Instagram posts, correct? Like, for example, I did a blog post regarding this topic, but this blog post can be broken down into bite-sized content that I can already use for my 1-month content calendar, correct? And another sense is flexible to, as I mentioned earlier, is to be where your audiences are, right? So if you're like a written content creator, then you must think of a way to reach out to your target audience that is also who wants to consume content visually. So for example, if you do content in a written sense, you can repurpose your content into a video, correct? And then for those who are always on the go, you can repurpose your blog post as a podcast. So this is what I'm talking about. You must be fast, make your content readily available to your audience, familiarize yourself with your target audience so that you can address what they need. What content do they require out of you? This is your responsibility as a content creator. And at the same time, I think the future trend is also be flexible, because there are several channels that that you can put your content out there, that you can reach out to your target audience. So as content creators, we must be flexible. So these are the 3 Fs that I think that will be the future of content creation. The challenge is to be fast, familiar, and flexible.
I would like to add to it, like you said, the 3 Fs. And AI technology can help there. Because suppose I am looking for something, say an international school for my daughter. So I search it on Google and a list of international schools come up and I visit a website. So if I can find all the information that I'm looking for on that particular website, I would not want to leave because my aim is to find all the information I want. AI can help me there because AI can help me subtly push the content that is relevant to my search. So I can put up the content on my website so that the user, whoever visits my website, they don't need to leave my website and visit another one. So there, AI can help with user experience and like fast, flexible, and familiarization, yeah. All three of them. Yeah.
Yes, regarding the AI thing, I think it is important big companies to reply comments. So usually like these big companies, big brand, they doesn't reply. You need to reply because it is one of the, you already hook them with your content, with your very good videos. You need to reply the comments because at the end of the day, it's about user experience. I've discussed this with Surya this morning. At the end of the day, it's about user experience. Quoting Surya, it is very. I think I totally agree with him, because it is not about only they come to your shop or anything, but it is, even though in digital platform you need to address them, even especially the haters. We need to address them and treat them nicely, and you can use AI to have a quick response, but be very careful because people nowadays after the pandemic, like I said, they are much more smarter and they know this is a human or this is AI being replied to them. So yes, I think AI can help enhancing the user experience itself, but at the end of the day, we need to present a good user experience, even though in a digital platform.
Yes, and personalization has become more important. As AI is growing, people are actually turning away from AI. The content, if I see and I feel like it's not written by human, I would not be as interested in reading it as I would be interested to read someone, a human writing it with personal experiences and storytelling and emotions. So AI is growing, but people are turning towards more personalization, more human emotions, more storytelling.
Yes, I think it's more of the personal touch of a human,
exactly.
And your personal story. That is an authentic personal story. Because AI, in a sense, is even if like we might think that AI is the future, but we must also have our own personal touch because AI doesn't have personal experiences. AI doesn't have your personal story. So that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you stand out, correct?
I just have one point to make, like AI can develop content, it cannot create content. Content creation is done by humans. AI can only develop content from what the resources already available on the internet, the information already there. Who provides new information? People like us, humans like us. So we share the information over the internet and AI can develop from there.
Yes, and our personal experience is what is relatable to our viewers, right?
Yes. And then if I may add, previously we have questions about what next will be, as I said, live session will be the next thing. It is not far in the future, but this near future, we have to do live, and we can engage our customers, our user directly. You have to do live, and also I do suggest to be very careful doing live, because you need to have someone that is PR trained, because the way we respond to them, to our viewers, to our customers, it is very, sometimes during live session, the internet users can be much more aggressive compared to the one that you'll be posting, the normal content that is not live. But during live session, people tend to be more aggressive. And again, you can use AI to help you, but then again, it is the human touch. It is more important.
I agree to that. And in the future, it's more of involving our viewers also to make it an experience. So the content is not only static in a sense. It's more dynamic. It's more immersive. It's more involving. Correct? Like I think you're involving your viewers. It's you can interact with them and they can interact with you because in a sense they also have a say on the topic of the content you are seeing. Because if, like, for example, they are your viewers, it can be more of, these are your tribe, this is your community, these are people who are interested with your content, meaning they can resonate with you. So this, you must make this your tribe, your community, and it's more of sharing the knowledge and sharing what they want to see and what they want, the content that they want you to provide and deliver to them.
Yes. Go for Q&A.
Yeah. Yes. Do you have any questions for us?
So yes, quickly we can take one question.
Hi, this is Absar. My question is for Srimayee, because I really like your points about not being afraid of AI or seeing it as a threat, and rather seeing it as a helpful tool that would assist you become more productive and more fast. However, the weakness of AI, the human touch of it, that's where the strength of the humans come in. But I'd also like to highlight one perspective and see your views on it, is that while the content creators are definitely shifting their dimension on creating value, creating the best user experience, adding that human touch, right? The AI platforms are also having similar strategies. OpenAI is also trying to make ChatGPT more mainstream out there in the public, right? Making their algorithms more and more efficient, right? Enhancing it to make better and better content, to make it feel less like AI generated, right? So in that aspect, do you see that as a direct competition? That, for example, I use ChatGPT on a regular basis. I'm a heavy ChatGPT user. And I kind of determined in the last couple of months, my consumption of Google search have actually dropped. I am consuming ChatGPT content right now a lot because it's in a way still giving me personalized recommendation. I can go to Google and say, what is the best car to buy for a family of 4? But I can go to ChatGPT and say, what is the best car to buy for a family of 4 with a 9-year son, 4-year daughter, husband having this routine, wife having that, right? And then, and the safety preferences, and that content is heavily personalized. Yes, the verbiage may not be perfect. The AI has a particular pattern that you can easily identify that, it's not written by a human. However, the content is still so much valuable for me that I still prefer it over any other blog because it's helping my need on the spot. So how do you see that?
Okay, so I see AI and human content writers as collaborating in future. I'll take the example I shared before, like looking for an international school. I'll also refer to a buyer's journey. Say I am looking for, I'm new to Malaysia. I don't stay here. Like I stay here for last 10 years, but I'm from India actually. So when I came here, I was looking for a school for my daughter. So my search was, what kind of schools are there in Malaysia? Then the difference between the schools, what they offer. So these content, these AI can generate such content because these are very generalized. And as I progress in the buyer's journey, I decide on a type of school, then I decide on a particular school. Say I decide on Australian International School. So what this particular school can offer me, my child, this AI cannot generate, because you have to give the prompt to AI, like what are the particular things this school offers. Giving that prompt, it's better to give, like, let a writer write about it, because the prompt will be a big one. So it's better if a writer writes it, because as, you know, I know this school offers this facilities, or this is how the school can help your child progress or become better. So you see, it's a collaboration. So at the beginning of the bias journey, the topics, articles that AI can generate, like you're looking for a car of particular 9 years old and 4-year-old, this is still a general thing. But if you're looking for exactly a particular car, what this can provide me, that has to come from a human. That information, I'm saying. Once that information is available on the internet, then AI can pick from there and develop a content for you. But that information has to be given by, has to be input by someone like me, some content writer. Does that answer your question?
The tools become so strong that they become the go-to platform for common users like us, that instead of me looking out for blogs and publications, I'm going straight to ChatGPT or Bard. Then do you see your role as more like, you know, someone feeding data to those platforms?
Not really, because like I said, the personalized information has to come from me. So there will be always need for those experiences. Like, what kind of experience have I have faced as a parent from this school? That has to come from me. Then from there, AI can develop. In future, maybe we'll become just the prompt writers. I don't know what the future holds. Maybe AI becomes so advanced that we just become prompt writers. But for now, I don't see that happening.
Got it, yeah. The pace of it is so fast that...
Yes, yeah. It's very fast, it's developing very fast, but for now, I don't see it as a competition. I see it more as an assistant to my work.
If I may add a little bit, AI does created to catch up with human minds, but at the end of the day, human itself gonna drive the trend. Sometimes sort of like a dog chasing its tail, because human gonna drive the trend. AI, the best thing that AI can do is catch up, but AI does help human, but the trend are being driven by human itself, ourselves.
I think just to add up also, I think the best analogy that I can think of with generative AI is a sports car and a good driver, correct? Like, for example, if you have a sports car, but you're not a good driver, then this AI cannot give you a good result also. You cannot win the race as well. But a good driver combined with a good sports car, you will win the race. So I think that is the analogy that I can see in the future. It goes hand in hand. The content creator and the tool, which is the generative AI, will drive the future of content creation.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful one. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Srimayee, and thank you, Fawaz, Lian, for the wonderful session. So can we have a big round of applause for all?
I request all the speakers for a group photograph. I request Ms. Mitali to present certificate to Srimayee. Huge round of applause for Srimayee, guys, and Fawaz and Lian.